Happy Monday, Black Twitter. Can I just say, this is the first Monday I've ever been excited for, like, ever? No, really, ever. I'm super excited. Y'all know I'm more of a Friday girl, so this is a big deal. We'll get into why I'm so excited a little bit later, but first, if you haven't already, go to goodmorningbblacktwitter.com and sign up for the newsletter because it's dope, it's free, it goes out every Saturday. Also, whether you're watching the show on YouTube or listening to the show on Acast or iTunes, be sure to subscribe and rate it. I'd appreciate it. Okay, so today I want to tweet for the Twitter class of 2008. If you were here, hashtag before Oprah, I tweet for you. If you're part of the Twitter class of 2008, we saw some great things. We were here for the beginning of hashtags. We were here back when you had to like copy and paste a tweet just to RT. And we saw the beginning of live tweeting. Do you remember the first thing you ever live tweeted? I feel like for me, it probably had to be either a reality show or some kind of award show. Like, I feel like we didn't even really know what live tweeting was as a thing until Scandal came around. And then that really solidified like appointment TV and engaging with social media. And that's when we really started calling it live tweeting, but we were definitely watching shows and tweeting about them before Scandal hit the scene in 2012. Can we also acknowledge that Black Twitter really owns live tweeting? I mean, we're disproportionately represented on Twitter anyway, but when Black Twitter live tweets something, it trends every time. I don't know what other ethnic and cultural groups are on Twitter like that, but Black Twitter moves in silence like lasagna. I mean, not really, but you know what I'm saying. So bust out how I'm online, right? I'm reading the tweets as I want to do, and I get put onto this article in the Hollywood Reporter where they interviewed 17 showrunners, all white. And they asked the showrunners to complete the sentence, live tweeting is blank. Some of the answers are dangerous, boring to me, a garbage idea perpetuated by garbage people. Watch the show, enjoy the show. Twitter will still be there when you finish. Unless my employers demand that I live tweet future episodes of the show, in which case live tweeting is a grand idea and everyone should follow @JerSlater. Is it chilly in here? Because I think they're shook. Now that's only 3 responses out of the 12 included in the interview, but let's be clear, none of them are happy about live tweeting. And I get the sense if you asked a Black showrunner, as they name dropped Shonda, you'd get a totally different response. Can Twitter be rough? Sure. Are you now getting real-time feedback from an audience you didn't have such a direct line to before? Absolutely. Can that be terrifying? I suppose so. I wouldn't know. But it isn't lost on me that while some showrunners are leaning into the Twitterverse and engaging with live tweeters, others are not only not engaging with live tweeters, they think it's a bad thing. Is it because live tweeters are something that they can't control? I don't know, but it's got my side eye going. Meanwhile, it's only their loss because there are plenty of shows that are taking advantage and tapping into social media. A great example of this is Issa Rae's new show on HBO, Insecure. I mean, look, we've already talked about the fact that Black Twitter's support of Issa Rae's awkward Black girl helped her get to where she is today, right? We're tastemakers, arbiters of cool, influencers, darling. And whomsoever are the powers that be at HBO, they're smart enough to realize they need to not get in between Issa Rae and her social media following. Actually, they need to support it, and support it they do. Case in point, HBO threw a block party for Insecure in Brooklyn yesterday, and it was attended by yours truly. Can I set the scene for y'all? Because it was a scene. Hashtag I am HBO. Picture it. Sicily. 1921. No, I'm playing. But we're in a breezy Brooklyn on a Sunday afternoon in September. The liquor is flowing and free. There's palm trees swaying in the wind and crab cakes that are delicious. Turn to my left, turn to my right, and I'm surrounded by beautiful Black people. It's like a Black oasis in the middle of Brooklyn. Cause you know there's like 5 Black people left in Brooklyn, right? Just saying. Anyway, you probably want to see the shots, right? Roll that beautiful bean footage.
That's where I am. At a party
So to me, that says HBO is clearly pushing the social media hard. They even released the first episode early, which, I'll be honest, I didn't quite get. I kind of still don't get. Because how are we gonna all live tweet it as a Black Twitter family if we've seen it on our own before it premieres? I don't know. I don't know their master plan. They're clearly the professionals at this. But I hope it does well because it actually really looks good. It's got familiar elements from Awkward Black Girl, so her Black Twitter audience won't feel lost, like it's already familiar. But it's better. I don't know how to describe it well, but you can clearly see the difference between the indie, I'm doing this hobby in my spare time with the help of friends, to this is a big deal and it has a budget and craft services showed up. Have you seen the first episode? First of all, I did not authorize this portrayal of a very sensitive time in my life, my 20s. And Issa's best friend is me in my 20s. I don't appreciate this. Who turns on the TV and sees their 20-something-year-old life staring back at them? Moi. I didn't ask for that. That's just rude. Issa, Yvonne, I can forgive you, but I'm sensitive right now. But can we also get into Issa's on-screen boyfriend portrayed by Jay Ellis? Y'all, he's fine in real life. They make him look like a bum on that show, but in person, he is beautiful. He was at the block party. I was at the block party. I gave him a look. He probably didn't give me a look, but a girl can dream. And a girl can write his name in hearts on her Trapper Keeper, yes? Yes. Might be a love connection, might be my future husband. I don't know, I'm just saying, I'm just putting it in the universe. I mean, have you seen our photo on Instagram? We make a cute couple, right? Can you see it? Can you see it? He has a nice complexion. I have a nice complexion. He has nice lips. I have nice lips. I'm just saying we have things in common. All this to say, I actually think Insecure is going to do really well. This show has good writing and a solid cast, and the soundtrack is fire. Shout out to BJ the Chicago Kid, who was also at the block party performing. That performance clip with like somebody performing and people swaying, that was him. And we were just, you know, two-stepping and swaying it up like Black people are wont to do. But yeah, are you going to watch Insecure? Have you watched Insecure? You know how to get at me. GoodMorningBlackTwitter.com. Hit up those comments. Or tweet me at GMBT Show. Let's kick this week off with a bang, shall we? Have a great morning, Black Twitter.